Okay, well this will be my monthly empties video. Some of these products I did finish up, start to finish in November, but other ones I've definitely been working on them for quite a while, quite a few months for some of them. This first one, this is the Bare Minerals Prime Time Foundation Primer. I had this in my weekly makeup basket, I think the last 2 weeks, so that might be where you've seen that. This was a Lancome Sills Booster like mascara primer. It was white. I just think that this was way too old. It kind of made every mascara that I put over the top of this super clumpy and just a big mess, so I think it just needs to go in the garbage. I have two Jordana Fabuliners here. One of them is in black, and this is a brand new one. It's probably, I used it for about 2.5 weeks, but they've done something different to these now. And I've heard a lot of people complain about it, but I didn't want to believe it until I tried it out for myself. But they have, after using it for 2 weeks, there's something different with the point. It's very hard. It doesn't feel like the product's going all the way to the tip. It feels like it's completely dried out already. So I'm probably not going to be purchasing any more of these Jordana Fabuliners in the future. I'm really sad about that because they were like $2.99 at the drugstore, $1.99 even, I can't remember, but they were super cheap. They used to be my absolute favorite, but I won't even purchase them anymore. They're not worth it. I have the brown Fabuliner here from quite a while ago. This one did work for quite a bit, but then the tip, it's not as sharp anymore, and it's just not a fine-tipped, precise line anymore. It's kind of a big, fat, all over the place, not dark shade. So this guy's going in the trash. This was the Cella Ivory Lace Highlighting Pencil. I really enjoyed this. I've used up 2 of these so far, and I would consider using my Birchbox points for these in the future. As I would with this is my absolute favorite mascara in the entire universe. This is the Laura Mercier Full Blown Volume Supreme Lash Building Mascara. This is in the black version. It's amazing. It really is the only mascara that I would spend $25 on. I do have a handful of drugstore mascaras that I'm probably going to be using for a little while, but I'm using a little mini sample of this now, so I'm satisfied for a little bit. Here's another mascara that I used up. You might have seen this in my weekly makeup baskets. This is the YSL Baby Doll mascara. This kind of reminded me of the Benefit They're Real, just from the brush. It's like really pokey, and if you got it too close to your eyelid, it would kind of poke you in the eyelid, and it kind of hurt, but I probably wouldn't purchase this one in the full size. It just didn't do enough dramatic, it didn't give enough of a dramatic look on my lashes for me. This was the Lord & Berry Black Liner. I think this came from Ipsy. It just wasn't as pigmented as I like my black liners to be. I had to go over this with a black shadow just to make it dark enough, so I wouldn't purchase that in the future. This was just a little mini guy here. This is the Clinique City Block Sheer. It was kind of like a tinted sunscreen moisturizer, so it just had a little clasp. You could hook it onto your keychain, so it was nice to have around my keys in my purse. This was the Jessie's Girl liquid liner, and as you can see, maybe you can see some of the brush hairs, they're kind of like splayed out or frayed out and stuff, so I could cut it, but it's just not in a fine tip anymore, so I would probably just repurchase this in the future. I'm gonna wait a little bit, but I probably will. I did enjoy this quite a bit. The next item here, this is the Fresh Sugar Petal Lip Treatment. I finally finished this guy up. There's a little scoop out so I could do a swatch for you, but I just had to restart the filming of this because the heater had to kick on. Anyway, this took me a very long time. This is part of my makeup and items that I want to finish up for 2014, so I'm really excited that this is finally finished up. This was a 100-point perk that I picked up just recently for my birthday. This is the Dior Show Iconic Overcurl Mascara. I really wasn't impressed with this. I think the problem is that I was using it with that primer, the Lancome primer, and it just turned into a clumpy mess, so I'll pass on that. My Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper, it's completely dead. All the packaging is wore off, as you can see. It's pretty haggard. So this was well loved. I do like this liner, but my only issue with it is that it dries to having sort of a shiny finish instead of a matte finish. So I don't know. I would, yeah, eventually I'll probably purchase it again, but it's going to be quite a while because I'd much rather purchase like the Jessie's Girl liner or the Physicians Formula one over this one. This is the Clinique Moisture Surge Extended Thirst Relief. I really liked the sample and it smelled absolutely lovely as well. I'm going to go on to some hair stuff. My favorite hairspray ever, this is the Big Sexy Hair Volumizing Hairspray, the Spray and Play one. I really love this stuff. Sometimes you can find it at TJ Maxx or Marshall's or something for less than the price of what you can find it at Ulta or anywhere else. Usually it's around $17.99 or $18, but I only paid $12.99 at TJ Maxx. But recently Ulta had a deal where these were on sale for $9.99, so I picked up a couple of them for my back stock. I love the smell of this hairspray. It smells so good. I have another hairspray here. I used this up before I opened up another Big Sexy Hair hairspray. This is the Shoot Mera Sheer Lacquer Microfine Finishing Spray, and this was just a lighter hold. It was really nice. It had more of a masculine kind of scent to it, if that makes sense, but it was decent. it was a nice hairspray. Here's a little mini of the Macadamia Deep Repair mask, like the natural oil deep repair mask, just a little mini guy. I found this at TJ Maxx too, and I cut this puppy open to get every last little drop out because this stuff is fabulous. I really don't like paying the full what is it, like $34 or something for it, $36 for the big tub. I haven't done that in a while, but I think I might have to break down and do that eventually. So this was really nice. If you haven't tried it, I highly suggest it. This was the Amika Nourishing Mask, the Sea Buckthorn Berry one. I got this out of a Birchbox as well, and I cut this one open too. This smelled really lovely, and I really enjoyed this one. Here is a little Chlorine Laboratories, I think it's their Mango Leave-In Deep Conditioner, leave-in conditioner. Just you put it on like your damp ends, and it just makes your ends feel nice, makes them feel conditioned. I liked it. I do have another sample of this, but I don't know if I would purchase the full size. They do make my favorite dry shampoo though, so it's a very nice company in my opinion. I really love this stuff. This is the Healthy Sexy Hair Soy Tri-Wheat Leave-In Conditioner. I spray this stuff on every time I get out of the shower and my ends are damp. I'll just spray this, spritz it right in the ends, and oh, it's lovely, and it smells good too. I use these next two items to use for washing my makeup brushes. This is the Suave Kids 2-in-1 Shampoo Smoothers. I use this because my daughter was using it and then she decided she didn't want to use it anymore. So I took it because it's a 2-in-1, so it's really nice for some of my more natural hair bristle brushes. Bristled makeup brushes, so this was nice. And then I also I tried this once on my hair, it was just too drying. This is the Dove Advanced Hair Series Oxygen Moisture Shampoo. I got this out of the Walmart box that came out, the fall box, I believe it was, and I just used this up on my makeup brushes. So I have some lotions here. This is the Bath & Body Works Vanilla Bean Noel Ultra Shea Moisture Lotion. I love this scent. I do have a couple backups, but I think I might pick up, I don't know, 3 or 4 more just so I have some to last me until maybe spring or summer of next year. This came out of my Birchbox last month, or this previous month. This is the Perlier White Almond Butter. And this is just their hand cream. This stuff was fabulous. I was very impressed with this. It did have kind of like a cherry or almond, very subtle scent to it, but it was fabulous with moisturizing and hydrating your hands. It was amazing. This is probably the best hand cream I've ever used in my entire life, so I was very, very impressed with this. I have a Paul Mitchell Tea Tree Lemon Sage Energizing Body Lotion. This just came out of a hotel. Here's the Clinique Skin Supplies for Men Face Scrub. I use this as my every other day exfoliator. I love this stuff. If you have dry skin and you have trouble with like dry patches and stuff, definitely give this stuff a look. This is extremely cooling on the skin. You put it on your damp face and then you kind of scrub it around and then you let it sit for about 60 seconds and then you rinse it off, and it's extremely cooling while it's sitting on your face, and even after you rinse it off, it's amazing. I love this stuff, and it's pretty cheap. I think it's under $13, so it's nice. It might be 16, I can't remember. Somewhere between 13 and 16. I have some makeup wipes here. These are the Skin Iceland wipes that came out of the Empties bag. Was it last month or the month before? I can't recall, but these were really nice and they smelled like Pond's makeup remover wipes. I love them, actually. I would consider purchasing them if they weren't so expensive. I have a pack of the Biore makeup remover wipes. I did enjoy these, and I think these smell absolutely divine. These are the Pacifica Purify Coconut Water Cleansing Wipes. I love these. They're just not as wet as some of the other makeup wipes that I like to use, but these are a very nice wipe. And I also have a little antibacterial wet nap here that I used to take off some hand swatches when I didn't have any makeup remover wipes with me at the moment. Here is a sheet mask. These are the Appeal Facial Essence Mask Collagen with Vitamin E. It was nice. I don't think it did any really, major benefits for my skin except for just relaxing me. You just put the sheet mask on for about 20 to 30 minutes and you look kind of silly, but I mean, it was relaxing, so it was worth the 60 cents. Here's just a Gillette body wash. I think I got this super cheap. It was for dry skin, so just snag that guy. I was extremely impressed with this. I've never tried an aerosol deodorant before, but this is the Degree Body Responsive Shower Clean Aerosol. This is super nice. It didn't leave any white marks. If you were wearing dark clothing, sometimes, deodorants can rub off on your clothes. Didn't do that, and I think this worked better than any of the clinical deodorants that I've tried. This was really impressive, and I would definitely repurchase this again in the future. I have 3 perfume samples here. This is the Roses de Chloe. I liked this one, and I'm not usually a roses fan, but this was good. Here is the Flora Botanica, and it was all right. It was like a neutral scent for me. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. It was just kind of somewhere in between. And then this is the Dolce perfume. So, I don't know. I mean, I like it as a sample, and I didn't mind it in this little size, but I probably wouldn't purchase the full size. I have 2 toothpastes here. This is the Crest 3D White Luxe. It was alright, but this is my absolute favorite. This is the Colgate Optic White. I love this stuff. And my last 2 items are the best candles that I found from Walmart yet. These are the Better Homes and Garden candles in the fragrance Warm Cashmere Sweater. I think this is a seasonal scent because the last time I went to Walmart, they only had them in the big sizes. They didn't have any more of these small ones left. I think these small ones were like $3.98 and the big size was $5.98. But this is a really lovely scent. I wish there was a perfume. Oh, it just smells so good. I wish there was a perfume that smelled like that. But anyway, if you can find these at your Walmart, definitely give them a, pick them up and smell them because they are delicious. So anyway, that's all I have for my empties for November. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.